Question for you on using credit cards as a payment method. The 4-mark question. Jasmina is considering allowing customers to pay by credit card. Explain 2 advantages for JSG Limited of accepting credit card payments from customers. So hopefully you're all familiar with the rainbow buckets for extended writing, where we're looking at advantages, disadvantages, and we write them together with high value connectives and competing points in the conclusion. This question is asking you for advantages, so we want to just stick with the green bucket. We're going to need to write extended sentences because it's 4 points. And to make sure you earn the 4 points, we need to use the high value connectives, the purple bucket. But we're going to include the conclusion because this time we're going to look at them as the consequences, because with an explain we're going to make a statement and we're going to show that by following that statement, by following that advantage, this is what happens to the business. So we're going to show that link and the benefits that it has to Jasmina, therefore demonstrating the advantages to her. That said, it's time for a toodaloo of the yellow bucket. So let's fill the advantages bucket with some statements. We've got 4 popping in there about increasing customers. Obviously, through increasing customers, you're more likely to get an increase in sales. You get an improved customer service, and it's convenience for JSG, for Jasmina's business as well. Now, these are statements, and as you can see on their own, there's no explanation on them to actually say why they're an advantage. So this is where we go next. So let's fill the conclusion, the consequences bucket, and what you can see there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 reasons, 5 explanations for 4 reasons. So what can we do with that? Now, as we said on previous revision questions, not all actions are negative consequences. You can have advantages which has a positive reaction, which is what this is. So what we've got here is a series of positive reactions to these statements. And you need to look at them. For example, the first one, customers like the convenience. If we go over there back to the green bucket and look at, well, what on earth does that link to over there? If customers like the convenience of using a credit card, remember it's a credit card question, then they're going to keep going back there, aren't they? So that is then possibly the first one, an increase in customers. Now, I've looked at that backwards to try and make the links. Your job is to make a fluid, coherent sentence. Well, that's obviously the job for the connectives. Well, now we've got all the structure in place in front of us, let's just see how we can put that all together. So if we stick with that first example and look at the increase in customers, and let's put that into a workable sentence, we can go with, by Jasmina accepting credit cards as payment methods, she will see an increase in customers, because the customers will like the convenience of having a choice of payment methods. This way we've then got a statement, we've got a connective, and we've got a reason, a justification, an explanation, the detail, all these things showing just how wonderful our statement is. So there's one done for you. There's our 4 points here, so it's your job to put together 4 coherent points with the extended sentences on why it's an advantage for Jasmina to accept credit cards as a payment method. 1 mark for a linked expansion and why it's an advantage, and you've got 4 points to go for, and I'm allowed to accept any additional valid reasons as well. It doesn't just have to be the ones I've put forward. And here's a clean copy of the question again for you to focus and for you to write your response.